I'm a dreamer and I'm a traveler. Ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to see the world. I spent a lot of my preteen and teen years with my nose inside books, reading about far off places and dreaming that someday I would see all of them. I married a man, fortunately, that shared my passion for travel. And for our honeymoon, we took 3 months and we traveled around the world, 22 countries. We just basically headed east until we did a whole loop around the globe. It was epic. I learned so much on that trip. I learned that I was very type A and that everything was very organized, and that if you have a plan and you stick to it, you can still have a lot of fun while doing all the things you want to do. And you can also go off script and see amazing things that you didn't even have planned. Like the one time we were eating dinner in Athens and we started following this crowd up a hill and ended up at this amazing opera in this old ancient Greek theater. It was epic. So the trip was great. And fast forward, my husband and I started having kids, and we refused to be those parents that didn't travel. We refused to give up travel, and so we had our first daughter, and we took her on cruises to Turkey and Italy, and just really got out there with her. We had a second child, and we went to Paris, and we went to Ireland, and we refused to stop traveling. Every 2 years we try to take our kids abroad. So last year, about 3 kids in, we went to Europe on a trip to Italy, which was one of our favorite places, and with a little jaunt, a side jaunt to France, to visit a town we hadn't seen before and meet some friends that we're really close to that live over in Europe. What happened on that trip was an epic lesson in how I am not the world's best traveler, which I had previously thought I was, and quite a few other lessons were learned between my husband and myself on that trip too. So, we get over there with our 3 kids. They're like, 6, 4, and baby, and we're there and we're having a great time. We have enough luggage. We're not overwhelmed. We're making it happen. We land, and we had a couple days in our first stop, and we get on a train. So picture this: we're on a train, and our cell phone rings, our international cell phone, and we answer it, and it's our friends, and we're on our way to go see them at this little town in France. And they say, "Oh, we were kind of sick, and we just don't think that we can go. We don't think that we can meet you there." Now, this friend of mine, she's got some kidney issues, and I'm thinking she's just being conservative and she doesn't want to get herself sick. And I said, "Well, are you still sick, And she says, "No, we're over it, but I just don't want to travel." And I said, "You know what? We only get to see you every 2 years. We don't want to miss this opportunity." So my husband and I, thinking we're these amazing adventurers, that we are just a go-getter, and we just, are this power train. We literally hop off the train on the next stop. We grab our little travel stroller and our suitcases and all the kids and the coats, and we jump off this train, and we go get new train tickets and spend way too many euros doing this and canceling our other reservations, and we get on a train, and we're going to Germany to go see our friends. And we get there, and they're not feeling that good. They don't really want to go out or do anything, and it was great to see them, but long story short, our family of 5 got sick, like really sick, and it was terrible. It was rough, and we were stuck in the hotel for days on this, thank God when we go for weeks. But it was rough. Our European trip was, had some bumps. Thank God for European pharmacies. Very helpful. But through that whole experience, one of the hardest things that my husband and I had to go through as these parents of these children that are sick, and we did this, we made this choice. It was admitting that we were wrong. And, this huge lesson that we learned going through all of this was, that we can still be adventurers while playing it safe. And that, in these decisions that we have to make in our life for our family, and our family's still young, so I guess it's good we learned it early, but, we really needed to learn that our family is more important than fun, and that we always have to choose, what's best for our family first and foremost. And that we can still have fun, but we have to make the right decisions, for our family. So we did have a trip scheduled in March of 2020 to go to England, and we were very excited, and it got rescheduled from COVID, and that was going to be our first attempt to get back into the world after our Italy drama. But we're still very optimistic, and we still feel confident that our next international trip, wherever it may be, will be successful, because we'll do it together and we'll have our heads in the right places. So my advice is, go out and see the world, but just be safe about it.